नित्यानन्देश्वर सदाशिव समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि आदिशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome every one of you sitting with us all over the world with my love and respects. I'll continue to expand on the chemistry of Guru-disciple relationship. One of the worst thing can happen in the Guru-disciple relationship, which should never be allowed, is taking it for granted. Day in and day out, every day, sitting and listening, being around. Sharada Devi says beautifully, when you go near the Guru, if you start thinking he is human being just like you have gone far away from him. I have seen many people, by coming near to me, they have gone far away from me, taking me for granted, day in and day out, sitting and listening, but not inspired action. See, if you listen and don't immediately move into action, you will develop something stupid, highly stupid, called this TV syndrome. In television, you see everything, you just sit and see, that's all. Your life has been reduced to 2D life due to TV and gadgets. Sadashiva gave you 5D life, length, breadth, depth, time, space. Gadgets have reduced it into 2D life, length, breadth, that's all. All your emotions, awakened, agitated, goes through the ups, downs, gives you a kind of a pseudo feeling you are living your life without acting. That is one of the worst thing happened to humanity. When somebody cries in the screen, you are satisfied about crying. When somebody laughs in the screen, you are satisfied about laughing. When all the Navarasas needed to keep your blood alive, needed to keep you emotionally alive, you go through just with the 2D screen without getting involved. Understand, if you get involved, even if you cry, that will be completion. If you get involved and your whole body laughs, that will be an amazing ecstasy. Smiling only through the lips, expressing the joy only through the lips, means you are trained buffalo. Now, unfortunately, going through all the ups and downs, in the screen itself, without moving out of the couch. I have seen people, just by watching the workout videos, they feel satisfied they are going to build the body. Life has no remote control. Get up and change. Life has no remote control. Get up and change. We finish living life by remote control itself, just through remote control. Even for the Gurukula, I am very clear. Only for the education purpose gadgets. After that, they should be with the real life. They should be with the real life. Constantly habituated to pass through the life without getting involved, develops a pattern, and that pattern is responsible for taking Guru for granted. Every day watching, okay, all right, he talks, I listen, or I sleep, or I learnt the art of sleeping with eyes open. Nothing need to be done. That's all. Sitting and listening itself is a great sacrifice I am doing for him. That is when corrosion and erosion starts. Destruction starts in the Guru-disciple relationship. Act immediately when the inspiration is injected in your system. Manifest powers, manifest powerful cognitions, manifest powerful lifestyle. Powerful lifestyle is charya, powerful cognitions is vidya, powers are kriya. Manifest powerful cognitions, powerful lifestyle and powers. Destroying your life to 2D and expecting the results in 5D is called stupidity. Now you are living your life in 2D and expecting results in 5D. 4D. No, that cannot be. Inspired by not acting out is the life in 2D. When you act out the inspiration, you start growing life, consciousness, powerfulness, everything in you. Kailasa is not for dead, but for the people who have seen death. Understand, it is not for those who are dead, it is for those who have seen death. Taking life for granted means destroying life. Taking Guru for granted means destroying Guru-disciple relationship. You can't destroy the Guru. You will lose, that's all, nothing else. Understand, every time inspiration is injected in you and you don't act out, you let that inspiration go along with your anima. You are taking life for granted, and you are also building a very dangerous pattern of taking Guru for granted. If Guru cannot move you, no one can move you. If Guru cannot save you, no one can save you. No one can protect you from Ramabana other than Rama himself. Listen, no one can protect you from Ramabana other than Rama himself. If Guru cannot protect you, no one can protect you. By taking Guru for granted, you stop Guru protecting you, helping you. You stop Guru acting in your life. The Guru component, understand, if the chemistry is not perfect, physics has no use. I have seen many people, they may be physically away, but properly they will be here for satsang and start acting out on it. They grow. They may be physically away, but they grow. They are near me. There are many I have seen who sit here, live here, use this place only for boarding and lodging and eating. Neither come near the space of Kailash, nor make that inspiration as a lifestyle. Nor make that inspiration as a lifestyle. Either they don't listen. If they listen, no acting out. They have 1,000 reasons why it cannot be acted upon. So if the chemistry is not working out, physics has no meaning. Physical nearness has no meaning. Then you are not in Kailash. Kailast. I have seen many people more regular to satsang when they were away from Kailash. They were very regular to satsang when they were away from Kailash. And everyday satsang was applied in their life and used, adopted as a strategy, now heard as a compulsion. Taking it for granted, taking Guru for granted is denying the Guru component in your life. Denying Guru component in your life means living here is not only useless, load for others. Taking Guru for granted is the worst corrosion and erosion that can happen to your consciousness, that can happen to Guru-disciple relationship. I have seen many gone far away by coming near because they take Guru-disciple relationship for granted. They take Guru for granted. Contemplate only on this one truth of chemistry of Guru-disciple relationship today. In how many ways you have taken Guru for granted. The moment you saw him, met him, how it was? Understand, converting lust into a chaste relationship, a committed relationship, can be done only by a chaste woman, by bringing maturity in the relationship, stability to the relationship. Same way, the initial excitement you get seeing the master can become a matured guru-disciple relationship only if you act out on all the inspiration injected in you. All the inspiration injected in you, if you start acting out continuously with your authenticity, only then it becomes guru-disciple relationship. It starts always as a fan. Wow. But it becomes a matured guru-disciple relationship only if you act out on the intensity injected in you. If the intensity injected in you, if you start acting out, a matured guru-disciple relationship happens. Oneness blossoms. See in how many ways, how many places you have taken Guru for granted and did not allow the inspiration injected into action. Pen down at least 25 things where inspiration was injected, but you did not act it out. You did not convert it into action. That 25 points is the poison destroying your guru-disciple relationship, stopping oneness happening in you, stopping power manifestation happening in you. Discover 25 blind spots where inspiration was injected in you by Guru, but you did not act out, make it into action, reality. It can be as simple as Vishesha Diksha, Siva Puja, or as complicated as sannyas initiations and vows you took and did not maintain. It can be anything. Inspiration injected but not acted out. At least pen down 25 points. You will understand the blind spots. Then we can repair it and move to biology of guru-disciple relationship. So with this, I bless you all. Pen the 25 and put it as your status in Facebook and tag it. I'll bless you to clear this blind spot. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam, Maha Sadashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.